Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kyle. For those of you who are new, I'm Kyle. I just wanted to keep this video quick, simple, cute, and short. Just be careful, ladies, just in terms of interacting with men in general. Even if you have them as a friend, an associate, whatever you want to call it, be careful. Because some men, they're looking to use you or looking to just get anything up out of you, whether it be romance or sex or some type of motherly benefit from you. They're just looking to get something up out of you. And this is not all men, it's some men, but just in general, be careful for the men who are looking to see what they can get up out of you due to their ill intent for integrating themselves in your life in the first place. Prime example, there was this instance where, and this was a past experience, this is not something current, but there was an instance where my child was invited to a play date with another child, and I attended the play date. And after the play date, the man, after the end of the play date and me and my child are leaving, the man decided to fix his lips to ask me if I cooked anything. And I told him, I said, why are you asking me that? And then he responded, because he's hungry. Let's just let that sink in for a quick second. It was a play date for the kids. Now that the play date is over, normally people go their separate ways. But here you are, a grown-ass man, asking me if I cooked anything, and you're explaining it's because you're hungry. When I asked you, why are you asking me that? You fix your lips to say it's because you're hungry. Okay. So I decided to let him know that we won't be having any future play dates with our children, and if your child really wants to interact and engage with my child, then he needs to do that through his mother going forward so that they can still play together. Because that is just inappropriate. In my opinion, when you ask someone something like that, you should be asking your girlfriend, your wife, your mom, one of your kids' mom. You should be calling them up and see if they're cooking and if they can spare you a plate. But me, in terms of it being me, someone that you barely know, someone that we casually just met for our kids to play together, someone that you barely know, like I'm not even a family member, and you felt bold enough and entitled enough. Sorry, Chloe. You felt bold enough and you felt entitled enough to fix your lips to ask me if I cooked anything. Like, you're a grown-ass man. You can't cook for yourself? But so, fast forwarding, I just told him I don't want to hang out with him anymore in terms of our kids hanging out and playing together. That doesn't need to happen unless it's through you know, his son's mother. That's the only way that can happen. Look at my cat. He's just so cute and big. And so keep in mind, after he said that, I also told him not to ask me that anymore. Like, just the fact that I would even have to explain how inappropriate that is for you to even ask me that, because you were the one who invited my child over to play with your child, just for at the end of the play date for you to ask me if I cooked anything. It's like, yeah, I cooked, but I didn't cook for you, so don't ask me that. But that just goes to show you that some men, their intent for even integrating themselves in your life is just something that they can get up out of you. Like they're looking to use you in some way, shape, or form. And that was a prime example of that, because you don't even know me and you feel entitled to me giving you a plate of food if I cook. You don't even know me. We're not family members. We're not friends. We're not even associates. That was the very first time that we hung out, and we only hung out so that our children can play with each other. It was a play date. And at the end of the play date, you as a male fixed your lips to ask me if I cooked anything. Like, huh? It's not my job to feed you. You're a grown-ass man. It's disgusting that you would even feel entitled to what's in my kitchen. Go call your mommy or your daddy so they can feed you. That's not my job. But so, yeah, I just told him that I don't want to meet up with him for another play date. And if his child still wants to play with my child, then we can do that and schedule that through the mother. Because whenever I have play dates with mothers, they're not fixing their lips to ask me what I cooked and if they can have a plate. They don't do shit like that. That's something that men do, because majority of men are looking to get something out of us women, and it's disgusting. You're looking to get something for not doing anything at all. That's disgusting. And even if you did do something as a nice gesture for me as a woman, I don't have to do anything for you. And you're not entitled to my time just because you did something for me or my child. People, that's why you have to be careful, because sometimes people, they do stuff for you or for your child just because they're looking to get something in return. And that's what's the most disgusting about men. You invited me and my child for a play date, so you invited me out so our children can play together, so it's a play date. Never in a million years have I ever been asked by a woman, did you cook and can I get a plate? Never. Because we as women, we're usually the ones doing the cooking within our own household, so it's not like we're going over here and saying, hey, can I get a plate? The only time I ever do something like that is when I'm going over to a family member's house and it's for a holiday. If it's a holiday, then I'll go over to my family member's house and I'll get me a plate of food and I'll bring it home or something like that. But if I'm just, you get what I'm saying? Like, that's that type of dynamic, and that's appropriate. But if you don't know someone and y'all are not family members, y'all aren't even friends yet, let alone, and y'all are barely associates because this is y'all first time actually hanging out, and y'all are only hanging out for the children to play together. You should not feel comfortable asking if that individual cooked and if you can have a plate if they did cook. That's highly inappropriate. But as I stated before, like I said, and you know, like the play dates that I've had with women in the past, at the end of the play date, they never asked me if I cooked and if they can have a plate. I've never been asked that by a woman at the end of a play date. Never in my life. But when I have a play date with a male, he fixed his lip at the end of the play date to ask me if I cooked and if he can have a plate. Like, you got me fucked up. Like, if that's the type of time that you on, seeing what you can get up out of a woman is disgusting to me. And there's a lot of men out there like that. They just feel entitled to a woman's service. I'm not about to cook for you. Like I said, even if I did cook, and the thing about it is I did cook, but I didn't cook for him. So I didn't give him any food. That's not the type of time that I'm on. And so, you know, just be careful out there, ladies, for men who try to use any and every opportunity to get something up out of you, even if it is a meal, a home-cooked meal, or a place to stay, or a car, or just whatever you have going on. Just be careful, because some men, they like to use you for even just a little small gesture, and that was just disgusting to me. So, and he had the nerve to ask if I had wanted to schedule another play date, and I was like, no, thank you. And I explained to him why, and I kept it moving because whenever I have, like I said, I'll have a play date with a woman, and I have multiple play dates with women, and our kids play together, and at the end of the play date, we go our separate ways. We say, hey, have a good evening, and then we'll go our separate ways. It's never a, did you cook? Can I get a plate? Like, no. We're not on that type of time. Yeah, never been on that type of time. And like I said before, we weren't friends. We're not family members. We're not friends. And we were barely associates. That was the first and last time we ever hung out. You really have to be careful when men decide to ingrate themselves in your life just so they can get something up out of you. Think about their intent behind hanging out with you, and then think about their intent behind why they want to hang out with you. Like, what's in it for them? What do they want? Because there's always an ulterior motive. And it just so happened that it wasn't sex or romance. It was you looking for some food. You're looking for someone to feed you because you're hungry. It's given you don't know how to cook. It's given you're a grown-ass man, but you don't know how to cook a meal. And so you're looking for someone to cook for you. And that's not my responsibility. That's not my job. So that's that. And that type of behavior is very disgusting to me. I'm still shocked at the fact that some men have the audacity to just do stuff like that. But yeah, I did let him know not to ask me that again, and I just went on about my merry way, about my merry business. And I felt the need to share that with you ladies because that was just, like I said, a prime example of how men like to use you in any way, shape, or form. Like I said, we weren't family members. We're not family members. We weren't even friends because that was our first and last time hanging out. And then we weren't dating, would never, not interested in doing that. And he still fixed his lips to even ask me some lame shit like that. So yeah, and then there was another instance where this dude, he's blocked or whatever. But I had to bring this up as well just to showcase a different dynamic of it. This random dude, he's now blocked, but this happened a long time ago. But randomly, we were talking via text message, and he decided to, and then one time we got on FaceTime, and we were supposed to be associates because I don't use the term friend too loosely because everyone's not your friend, and I don't believe that men and women can be friends, and that's due to a lot of different reasonings that if I haven't listed, I can make another video about. But so, keeping it short, this man texted me via text message. We were supposed to be associates or working towards being associates, and we got on FaceTime one time, and that was the first and last time we ever got on FaceTime because he decided to let me know, oh, he's currently out of a job, stuff like that. And mind you, we're just working our way towards being associates. We're not dating. We're not doing any of those things. Like, I'm not interested in doing that. So at this time. And so, yeah, he let me know via FaceTime that he's currently out of a job, this, that, and a third. And then a few days later, via text message, he let me know that he's fallen on hard times due to him not having a job. And then he fixed himself to ask me if he can have some money. And I told him no. And then I just told him no, and I told him that it's beyond me that you would disrespect me and ask me for some money, given the fact that you are a grown-ass man whom doesn't have any children. So there's no reason why you shouldn't have a job and shouldn't have your shit together. Because me, I'm a single mother. I'm working full time, and I'm in school, and I'm doing what I gotta do to take care of me and my child. So it's disrespectful for you to even ask me for some money. And then on top of that, I'm a woman and you're a man. You should not. You should never. And so then he apologized, and then after that, I blocked him. And like I said, we were just supposed to be associates. And this is just another prime example of some men just have an ulterior motive to ingraining themselves in your life, whether it be for sex, romance, money, whether it be, like I said, for sex, romance, or money, or something as simple and basic as a life skill in terms of cooking meals and cleaning and stuff like that. It's just fucking ridiculous how some men just have an ulterior motive, and the majority of them want something from us women, and that's what I've experienced. And it's really unfortunate, but that's what I wanted to share. Just be careful, ladies, for the men who are looking to get whatever it is they want up out of you. Be careful for those type of men. And whenever you see that, you remove yourself from their lives immediately. Because people like that, they're always going to look and try to get something from up out of you in terms of whatever it is they want, whether it be a free meal or some money or a place to stay, whatever it is that you have that they don't have. It's really sad out here. But thank you for watching. Let me know down in the comment section below if you all have ever experienced anyone in terms of a man or a woman. If you're a man watching, or just let me know if you've ever experienced anyone who has wanted something from you and they've showcased that through their words and their actions. Be careful.